big shout out to Carl Benjamin, aka Sargon of Akkad, who very recently won a lawsuit that was placed against him by this young lady on the screen. Her name is Akila, obviously, and her entire argument was based around fair use, a subject that this channel is ultimately built on, because what she claims is that the video we're about to watch wasn't done in fair use, where Sargon took clips of her during the 2016 election, like the aftermath of the 2016 election, and spliced them together and made a video. And that totally falls under fair use because it was changing context, and he didn't add any commentary. He just let her rock, and she tried to sue him over here in America, where First Amendment, freedom of speech, and the fair use doctrine is, it's king. So, in honor of the young man's video, which is called the SJW Levels of Self-Awareness, we're gonna run through it right quick, because it also harkens back to 2016, before this channel ever existed, and I just want to I want to have a little fun with it, and also add a little commentary and really show y'all where, like, if you ever wondered why quote unquote black men in this country are just like really trying to push away from the quote unquote sisters, no greater display than you're about to watch right here. So let's get into this.
Hey YouTube, it's Akila, obviously, and we are at the Javits Center in Midtown Manhattan. It's where Hillary Clinton is having her speech party, whatever. There's a block party outside. We're here with press, although it was very difficult to get these. It's its own story.
So as you can see, this is before everything went down. This was like in the middle of that day. Do you think she's a descendant? Like, she's not an immigrant herself. Her family immigrated here from somewhere. There's a lot of Joy Reid vibes that I'm picking up off of this chick.
But we will show you what we can of the evening. I'm just personally really excited, because to be a woman in the year 2016 after having a black president for 8 years, and now we have Hillary, who could potentially be our next president, and here's hoping. It's
just because she has a vagina. That's the thing that kind of kills it. Is all of the identitarian bullshit that really permeates, the woke crowd and SJW crowd. It's all based around identity instead of, things of substance, character, or what legitimate things can do. These are the same types of people who are happy with government programs replacing fathers. They don't see where fathers are necessary. A government program can come in and do the exact same thing, and unfortunately, no. But the deal is that here in the States, particularly in our urban districts, that motion towards matriarchal control has been in the works for a very long time, and we've been witnessing the results of that, particularly in these spaces.
Started out as a very exciting evening and full of hope that we would be in a historic moment under a glass ceiling, getting to be in the room where it's happening with Hillary. And honestly, it started this high,
and then it just all comes down, and it's glorious. Well, I sure say, Madam President, if you're nasty. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, yo. She's, we're so excited. And then it was watching the 2016 election was so funny. It really was. Watching all these people who had gotten so wrapped up in their identity politics, and yes, we're about to have us a woman president, and then just watch it get shot down. Oh, it felt so good.
Then just crept down until forever. There are plenty of people whose best interest is to keep everybody divided and to keep them
namely yours. Because one of the things that I've noticed most is the people that talk about, oh yeah, you trying to divide us, divide us, are the exact same people who, if you don't agree with them, will ostracize you and verbally castrate you. So I hate that notion that a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I want to be on the right side of history. No, be on the right side of the present, okay? History will take care of itself.
People who don't look like them and to give them a scapegoat. You have to question people about the things that they say. You have to correct people when they're sharing false information on Facebook. Like, you have to stand.
Or, on YouTube or really wherever. But a lot of people, and this young lady is definitely amongst that crowd, don't like having their false information challenged or tackled. And thusly, they get really vindictive and really spiteful. And that's really what drove her to suing Sargon like that. And for anybody who may be questioning, oh, well, don't you, like, I didn't think you liked Sargon of Akkad. Like, I do like Sargon of Akkad. Like, me disagreeing with someone doesn't mean, like, because I disagreed with him on the New York anti-Semitism, that doesn't mean that I don't like or respect the man. It just means we had a disagreement and I had enough material to make a video out of. But folks like this, I wholeheartedly disagree with because she's nothing but identity politics because that's her bread and butter.
To your family members who are being racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, like
all the great buzzwords of 2016 that have I'm so glad that here we are in 2020 and and we can look back on this type of rhetoric and be like, man, what were we thinking, huh? Because you sit there and you throw out the buzzwords enough, they lose all of their power. And that's exactly where we find ourselves at, where all of the oh, you're a racist, you're a xenophobe, and all these other things, man. And right now, I recently did a video on this. We have, there's more racial harmony in the United States under Trump. At least statistically, and that's really all we can go off of is the numbers, but there's more racial harmony under Trump than there was under Obama. Weirdly enough, right?
You can't live in a society where there are two Americas and there's one where there are people who are educated who are afraid to talk to
North America and South America. We already live in that society, dipshit.
Bigoted relatives, because black women got information. We voted for Hillary.
Black women, and that's why we don't like you. Sorry, darling. That's why we don't like you. And 94% voted for Hillary, and she still lost. That should really tell you how useless you are. But it's not going to sink in now, is it?
So the onus is on everybody now to actually step up. I don't want to hear, I'm scared to talk to my family because they're my family. No, I get that.
No, because that's the thing. Even to this day, even to this very moment, the TDS is still very strong in a lot of these spaces. If you saw the Trump ad that ran during the Super Bowl, and then you hopped on social media, that lady Alice Walker was called all kinds of coons, and oh my goodness, and how much did Trump pay her? Even though he helped facilitate her getting out of prison, and also with the help of Kim K and the like. So that's the thing. There is give and take, but when you are so close-minded that anybody who doesn't 100% agree with you is your enemy, then this is what you end up with.
But you can't wait till people are burning or hanging from trees or being killed to say something. And so,
always taking it. Honestly, I don't think that this woman is a descendant. I think she is what's the name? An immigrant. You know what I'm saying? The child of an immigrant. And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But the problem comes whereas you're sitting there trying to exploit that history that's not in your blood. The whole hanging from trees and Emmett Till and that. No. That's more of a descendant thing than just quote unquote black, because the black experience is not monolithic by any stretch of the imagination. Right? Once again, she gives off real strong Joy Reid vibes.
2016 is the doo-dooest year in the history of my entire life.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was fine. Things were good for me in 2016. I'm actually enjoying my 2020 as well. I joined my 2017, my 2018. My 2019 was a little rough because of the passing of my mother. But, other than that, shoot, still here, still breathing. Life's good. We all good. You the one that decided to get all wrapped up and emotional about a woman who couldn't care less about you. Ultimately, the only reason she even cares about you is because you built yourself a little bit of a following that she felt like she could exploit. So even the people who are sub to you, the people who are following you, yeah, she only sees them as numbers, and she doesn't really care the same way you don't really care about the people that follow you. Me, like I sit here, and one of the more irritating things that comes across my path is when I'm listening to some of these larger creators who are like, oh, well, 16 people watch the video. No, that's 16 views. Good. Like, yo, like me personally, shit, I'm not sitting here tripping over views, because as far as I'm concerned, each individual view, somebody came through, saw what they like. Sometimes they leave likes, sometimes they don't, but I appreciate getting your attention for a little bit. And that's something that, like folks like this really have no idea over, because what she did was she sold herself and her followers down the river for what?
I think what's helpful for me is I live in New York. I'm surrounded by like-minded people. People here are disgusted.
Oh, did she say disgusted or disgusting? Because that's true either way. You guys just saw the New York video that I did, or you may not have seen it, but I just did a video on how they did the anti-police, anti-MTA protest in New York. New York has lost its mind. Jersey's lost its mind too. I'm right here in Jersey, and you know what? We've lost our mind as well, even though our governor and our AG's trying to walk back a lot of that sanctuary talk that they was talking back in the day. Nah, bro, you gotta own that.
We're not gonna take it. Hi, YouTube.
Yes, you are. Yes, you had absolutely no choice but to take it. Hold on, let's get back to the basically the end point of her video. You had absolutely no point but to take it, and you just took this L from Sargon of Akkad, aka Carl Benjamin. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like to toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute and like aren't the biggest fan of your boy over here. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Let me know. What do you think in the comments? She going to come after me now? She going to sue me? Even though I did more than Carl did on his video as far as transformative and the like. But I also want to shout the man out, because he won his lawsuit, and it was a baseless lawsuit, because this is a fair use video. He sat there, took from the night of the election to the morning after. He sat there and did a compare contrast, and that totally falls under fair use, as does this video. But you may feel differently, and if you do, that's what I have a comment section for. Until the next one. Hold on. I want to do something right quick. Give her a little mustache. This right. Give her a Joker mustache. She's Joker now. Shh. Oh, wait a second. She actually looks pretty like this. Because before I was like, maybe a couple pumps, but now, with that mouth not being open, far more attractive. Who'd thunk it? Until the next one.